Diahnne Abbott is an American actress and singer. Robert and Diahnne's relationship began in mid-1974. Robert and Diahnne met while working on the movie Taxi Driver. While working together on the movie, Robert and Diahnne came close and fell in love. Soon, their relationship evolved from on-screen colleagues to an off-screen couple. At the time, it was reported that this relationship was a publicity stunt and nothing more. However, that was not true. After nearly 2 years of dating, Robert and Diahnne decided to get married. This proved that the allegation of a publicity stunt was completely baseless. Furthermore, at the time of this relationship, Diahnne was already having a daughter named Diahnne. You will be surprised to know that Robert not only married Diahnne, but also adopted her daughter Diahnne as his own. Robert once again proved that he is not only a good actor, but also a good human. Later on, Robert and Diahnne were blessed with another son, who they named Raphael. In the beginning of the 1970s, Robert was not very famous in Hollywood, but it was established that he was going to be a great actor. By the late 1970s and early 1980s, Robert's fame started growing in Hollywood. At the time, Diahnne was very supportive of Robert, which helped him excel even further. As Robert's popularity increased, Robert and Diahnne were established as the power couple of Hollywood. In 1983, Robert and Diahnne again got the opportunity to work together in the film named King of Comedy. They were very happy at the time as they were working together once again. Not only that, fans were also very happy to see Robert and Diahnne on the same screen. This movie was quite successful, which soared the popularity of Robert to the next level. At the time, Robert was being called one of the greatest actors in Hollywood. Unfortunately, this became bad news for Robert and Diahnne. Since Robert was very popular, he was offered a variety of roles at the same time, and that also without any significant gap between the movies. This led Robert to spend long working hours on the film set. Moreover, shooting for different films required him to travel to different locations. Unfortunately, this became a very tricky situation for Robert and Diahnne. They were not able to spend quality time together. Relationships require time for each other, and Robert was left with very little time for Diahnne. Such a relationship cannot continue for long, and that was what happened. Several media houses started reporting that there was tension between Robert and Diahnne. It was also reported that Diahnne wanted a more private life, which created some more friction between them. By the late 1980s, the relationship of Robert and Diahnne faced more strain, mainly due to Robert's demanding career and very little time for his family. It cannot be said Robert was the main culprit. According to some reports, Robert and Diahnne both tried their best to keep their relationship intact, but that was not the fate. In 1988, after nearly 14 years of dating and after 12 years of marriage, Robert and Diahnne decided that the best option was to break up. After a few weeks, they officially divorced and ended their 12 years of marriage. Later on, it was reported that even after the breakup, they were in close contact with each other. Moreover, Robert and Diahnne maintained a loving relationship with their children. Toukie Smith is an American actress and model. According to reports, Robert and Toukie began dating in the late 1980s. To be exact, it was the year 1988 when their relationship started. At the time, Robert and Toukie were introduced in New York City through mutual friends. According to Robert, Toukie had a very vibrant personality and a deep sense of fashion. Robert later revealed that Toukie's personality and fashion sense attracted him toward her in their first meeting itself. They began dating in 1988, and a few months later, Robert and Toukie were in love with each other. However, they tried to keep it a secret from the public eye, but such things cannot be kept secret for long, especially if you are a high-profile celebrity. And that was what happened. After a few months, despite Robert and Toukie's best efforts to hide it, their relationship became the headlines of several media houses. After that, Robert and Toukie saw that there was no point in denying their relationship. Therefore, they also made it official and confirmed their relationship. Later on, they became a prominent couple in Hollywood. Robert and Toukie were frequently seen attending events together. In 1995, Robert and Toukie welcomed twin sons, Julian and Aaron, through surrogacy. The arrival of their sons marked a meaningful chapter in their relationship, strengthening their commitment and bringing them closer. At the time, Robert and Toukie shared a deep love for each other, but Robert's intense work schedule and Toukie's focus on her modeling and fashion career eventually created challenges. Balancing the demands of Robert's Hollywood commitments and Toukie's independent ambitions became difficult. By the mid-1990s, the strain of Robert and Toukie's individual careers, along with the pressures of co-parenting twins, led to several challenges that neither Robert nor Toukie could fully resolve. Finally, in 1996, after nearly 8 years of relationship, Robert and Toukie broke up. However, they remained on good terms even after the breakup. Grace Hightower is an American actress and philanthropist. Robert De Niro and Grace Hightower's relationship journey began in late 1996. They met for the first time at a restaurant in London. At the time, Grace was a flight attendant and aspiring actress. Grace made a good impression on Robert with her confidence and charisma. They began dating soon after their first meeting and continued their relationship for nearly 12 years. However, their relationship was full of ups and downs. Initially, their love for each other was very strong. Just after a few months of dating, Robert proposed to Grace, and they were very happy together. In 1997, they took their relationship to the next level and got married in a private ceremony. 1 year later, in 1998, Robert and Grace's first son, Elliot, was born. This added meaning to their relationship, and their love for each other was further strengthened. However, Robert and Grace faced rocky times after that. In 1999, just after 2 years into their marriage, Robert filed for divorce. Though their divorce was never finalized, the incident tested the relationship of Robert and Grace. Moreover, it also required them to work out several personal and relational issues. However, later on, Robert and Grace reconciled, and in 2004, they renewed their vows in a ceremony surrounded by friends and family. This signaled that Robert and Grace had sorted out all the issues in their relationship. For several years, Robert and Grace appeared to have a solid partnership. They were seen attending several events together. In 2011, they welcomed their second child, a daughter named Helen Grace, through surrogacy. Their focus on family brought them closer, and they continued to be a high-profile couple in New York and Hollywood. However, by 2018, Robert and Grace announced their separation, ending their more than 2-decade-long relationship. Unfortunately, Robert and Grace never revealed the real reason behind their breakup. Tiffany Chen is a martial arts instructor and Tai Chi expert. Robert met Tiffany for the first time in 2015. At the time, they were working together on the film called The Intern. Since Tiffany was a martial arts instructor, she was given the responsibility of training Robert for the role. Both Robert and Tiffany loved health and fitness. This shared love for fitness brought them closer, and they became friends. Robert later revealed that Tiffany's supportive and grounded nature attracted his attention toward her. Over time, they became close, and by 2021, their relationship became public. Robert and Tiffany were often spotted together in New York City and at various events. You may be surprised to know that Robert and Tiffany have a 35-year age gap. However, despite this, their love for each other is unbreakable. In 2023, Robert and Tiffany welcomed a child together, which surprised many fans, but also highlighted their strong bond. Robert seems deeply committed to this new relationship with Tiffany. Which girlfriend suited Robert De Niro the most? Let us know by leaving a comment in the section below. If you like our videos, subscribe to our channel to get regular updates. And thanks for watching.